What's going on? What's going on? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Wagwan. This is your brother, Chief Kalanago, Flying Eagle. Hope everybody's doing good, man. About to get into this build. Let me make sure I have audio on Facebook. Yep, got audio on Facebook. Got audio on Facebook. I got audio on Facebook. Now check this out. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things, right? Greetings, 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 brother Corey. What it is, lineage. I'm going to talk about a couple of things in this video. Some of it I actually mentioned in a live I did in a private group, but I wanted to do something for the general Facebook and YouTube subscribers and followers. All right, so we're gonna get into some American Indian business right now. As we know who the American Indians are. All right, and I'm gonna reiterate like I did in the group earlier. All right, there's no such thing as a black Indian. All right, there's no such thing as a black American Indian. There's only one American Indian, and that's us, period. All right, we have to stop putting black in front who we are. You feel me? We have to stop putting black in front who we are. Coach Gang, what it is. All right, pay attention to what I'm saying. Even if you say black Indian, you are still putting the word black in front of Indian, which makes you a dead Indian. You see what I'm saying? Like my lineage, my people, my Niji. We gotta realize the game that's being played. Again, there's only one American Indian, and that's us. The so-called black, African American, Negro, colored, Afro American, the niggas. I mean, all the different names we have been called. And may I reiterate, all right? Um, yes, yes, yes. I mean, yeah, we all got plans, you know what I mean? The bottom line is to come together. That's just the bottom line. You feel me? So that's what I'm about right now. I'm not about the individual games, what I'm saying, that everybody want to play. We have done that for too long. It's time to step up as a collective, and unity is where I'm at. Anybody that, and whoever, the Facebook user is, you don't have a name, so I can't really address who you are. But yeah, everybody got a plan. You see what I'm saying? And with that being said, the plan that at least I know where I'm coming from is a plan of unity. What I'm saying? Everybody coming together. You feel me? So with that being said, let's get into this. All right, let me break a couple of things down. So give me 1 second. Let me just get away from this, take this email and slide this over. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, give me 1 second. I'm going to go into a few codes. All right. To break down, a definition of an Indian tribe and jurisdiction. We're going to talk about American Indian children. All right. We're going to talk about a few things. No, this is a live. I'm doing a live right now. So this is not a Zoom. This is a live, Natasha. It's on Facebook and YouTube. And, so, we do the Zooms on, Sunday evenings, where we do a private Zoom, but this is not the Zoom. Okay. So anybody who would like to be a part of that, send me an email at mynijiunited@gmail.com. All right. So with that being said, send me an email at mynijiunited@gmail.com. So that's MYNIIJI united@gmail.com. Now, mind you, even if we're using the term my Niji, all right, my Niji is MYNIIJI united@gmail.com. Even if we're using my Niji, for me, I would like us to replace my nigga with my Niji. You feel me? But with that being said, we are not going to get rid of American Indian. Okay? We're not going to get we're not going to get rid of American Indian. Because why? Okay? American Indian, that's us. That's who we are. All right. And all the treaties were signed with American Indians, not Native Americans. I have to repeat that. Native Americans are not American Indians. Okay. There's a distinction between who these people are. The American Indians are the Aboriginal people that were found here by the Europeans in 1492. Okay, and the people that were colonized through the doctrine of discovery in 1493, the Papal Bull, etc. We are those same set people. The natives came in the late 1800s to replace us because there was a void to be filled because we got defeated on paper. Hence, we got defeated via paper genocide. All right. So we're going to talk about, going to a couple of codes and kind of like, see the games that's being played. All right. And in regards to, custody, because I realize that a lot of our indigenous women, when they step up, they always having situations, always having problems. But I could speak on this personally because only because we have our nation, our tribe, and I'm the chief of that nation and tribe, and I have gotten involved in situations where children were actually were at threat in terms of being taken away from homes, and I had to get involved, and the situation was resolved. You see what I'm saying? Because again, our people don't realize that we are the American Indians, and we are a distinct people, and we have certain unalienable rights. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit of an email that was sent to me um, by one of the child services protection companies. All right, including that involved one of our nation members' children, and basically they was just confirming that the child was part of the tribe, and as per you know let me see where I could I don't want to show personal information, but give me 1 second. Let me see if I could pull up a little bit of that for you. All right, to show you that. Let me see. Um, so the child welfare, they sent me an email, and let me see. Okay. All right. So let me show you the email that was sent to me. It was a detailed document, right? Um, all right, no problem. I'm gonna put the email link in there. It's my MYNIIJI United at gmail.com. All right, I just put it in the chat. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and share that with you. And like I said before, I could speak on this personally because I have experience, dealing with this type of situation with the system. All right. Hold up for a second. I'm trying to see where I'm at with this. Take this back and bring this here. All right, here we go. And let me just share this with y'all real quick. I'm not going to show the details of the letter because it has personal information in there, but I'm going to show you um, the introduction to the letter. Okay. So this is where it is. This actually, if you could see the date, okay, this is not recent. This is of March 23rd. And actually, March 23rd is my solar return. What I mean? Is my Earth Day. So here we go. March 23rd, 2019. Like I tell people, I always have receipts in everything. All right, everything, because I've been doing this for real. It says Indian Child Welfare Act. Please respond. To whom it may concern, please see the attached document regarding a family that is potentially eligible for the Indian Child Welfare Act. Please respond with confirmation as to whether the children mentioned are members of the nation, mailing address for the tribe, as well as point of contact, etc., etc. Thank you. That's coming from the county. They gave number, email, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know. And of course, there is an attachment. So I just wanted to show you that. All right. But essentially, because of a few codes, for instance, right? Let us look at Indian country. All right. First, what Indian country is. All right, based on their codes. Let's take a look at this. Definition of Indian country. All right, Indian country. Title 18 USC Section 1151. Except as otherwise provided in sections 1154 and 1156 of the state. The term Indian country, as used in this chapter, means all land within the limits of any Indian reservation under the jurisdiction of the United States government, notwithstanding the issuance of any patent and including rights of way running through the reservation. All dependent Indian communities within the borders of the United States, whether within the original, keep that in mind, original or subsequently acquired territory thereof, and whether within or without the limits of a state. And C, all Indian allotments, the Indian titles to which have not been extinguished, including rights of way through essentially, okay, the entire Americas is Indian country, period. Okay, because of the doctrine of discovery. Once again, all right, the doctrine of discovery gave Europe, all right, through Christendom, yes, Christendom, to enslave our ancestors and take our land and make us perpetual slaves. All right, but I'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so let me stop sharing that one part of this slide right here, and let's go to let me see, title 25. Give me 1 second, I have it right here. Title 25, section, I think 1911. There we go. Let me see if I could pull this up, bring this up some more. All right. United States Code, Indians, chapter 21, child welfare, jurisdiction over Indian child custody proceedings. An Indian tribe shall have jurisdiction exclusively as to any state over any child custody proceeding involving an Indian child who resides or is domiciled within the reservation of such tribe, except where such jurisdiction is otherwise vested in the state by existing federal law. All right, where an Indian child is a ward of a tribal court, the child, the Indian tribe shall retain exclusive jurisdiction, notwithstanding the residence or domicile of the child. When they sent me the letter, they said that it is our right, okay, as a tribal nation, to have the proceeding and the hearing in our tribal court. But obviously, we don't have a tribal court established, although we could have established one, but we didn't, right? So the point I'm making is, it goes to show you that when you know that you're an American Indian woman, you have a right that supersedes, certain legal situations. All right. And all it takes is just the, intervention of, your tribal council. All right. And that situation will be resolved when it comes to your sons and daughters. Okay. Let us go to another code, an Indian child. An Indian child. Check this out. This is Title 25, USC, Section 19034. It says Indian child. Indian child means any unmarried person who is under age 18, all right, and either, pay attention, an Indian child means any unmarried person who is under age 18 and is a member of an Indian tribe. So if you're a member of an Indian tribe, okay, Indian child. B, is eligible for membership in an Indian tribe and is biologically child of a member of an Indian tribe. Okay, so that's who an Indian child is. So once you belong to a tribe, all right, an American Indian tribe, then your children are Indian children. Of course, the so-called Black, African American, Negro, whatever of the Americas. We are the Indians of the West. So therefore, this applies to us. I'm just showing you ways, that you could where you could protect, your sons and daughters. Let us go into a few more codes. All right. You cannot protect your sons and daughters under the guise of being Black and African American. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, can't do that. We, as the natural sovereign people of the land, like Heru said, we supersede all codes and statutes, all ordinances on this land. Okay, all right. Let us go to Title 25. Title 25. Okay, let's do some reading here for a second. It says, Indian tribe or tribe means any Indian tribe, band, group, pueblo, or community for the members of which the United States hold lands in trust. Well, guess what? The United States hold pretty much all the land in trust. Even some of the land that they kind of like sold, it is still in trust. Okay, because they could come back and say, hey, you know what? There's a state of an emergency and we need the land for whatever reason. So literally, the United States hold all the land in trust. Okay, so let's read this again. Indian tribe or tribes mean any Indian tribe, band, group, pueblo, or community. You hear that? Community, all right, for which it didn't say neighborhood. It said community, not neighborhood. Our people have to realize, again, we have to comprehend these words and what they mean. It did not say neighborhood. We always fighting for hoods, but we don't want to build communities. And that's why I'm pushing, and I'm asking people to reach out so we could build communities. All right. The members of which the United States hold lands in trust. All right. Indian means any person who is a member of any Indian tribe is eligible to become a member of any Indian tribe. So even if you are not a member of a tribe just yet, but you are eligible to become a member of any Indian tribe or is an owner, check this out, or is an owner as October 27, 2004 of a trust or a restricted interest in land, guess what? You are an Indian. So therefore, anybody, now you see, I'm showing y'all the game, how our birthright is being taken and sold because we not stepping up. Okay, we are not stepping up. Let's read this again. What Indian means. Any person who is a member of an Indian tribe is eligible to become a member of any Indian tribe. So whether you are part of a tribe or you qualified to be part of a tribe, or check this out. The third one is an owner as of October 27th, 2004 of a trust. Once you have a trust or a restricted interest in land, it makes you an Indian. Okay. Now, any person meeting the definition of Indian on the Indian Recognition Act of chapter, title 25, etc., and the regulations promulgated, pardon me, there under. So let us look at, we already look at any person, we already look at Indian tribes. So we already saw what all that means. Okay. Let us look at land. What does it mean? The term land means what? The term land means any real property. Any real property. What's the definition of real property? Let us look at the legal definition of real property. You see, that's how you got to study. All right. Let's look at the definition of real property. Legal definition of real property. Right? Check this out. The term real property or real property, the term real estate or real property means the land plus anything growing on it, attached to it, or erected on it, including man-made objects such as buildings, structures, roads, sewers, and fences, but excluding anything that may be removed from the land without injury to the land. So anytime there is a man or a woman living on the land, that is considered real property. All right. However, Because you are black and African American, you are three-fifths of a human. So therefore, your property is not real property. My brothers and sisters, man, all I could do is teach y'all the game. Okay? You do what you want with the information. I cannot force it on you. I refuse to force it on you. I'm just here to teach you and educate you, give you the knowledge. All right? And whatever you choose to do, it is really up to you. All right? So you see what real property is. Okay? All right. But you saw the third category of what an Indian meant. All right. Did you? I hope you saw that. All right then. Let's close that out. All right. And let's see what we have. And let's get into Indians not taxed. Let me just pull that up right here. Well, that's true. As a matter of fact, the Iroquois Confederacy literally doesn't belong to us. Okay, the truth of the matter is the Iroquois Confederacy was a group of nations that involve the amalgamation of mixing with, the foreigners that came here, whether they were so-called black or so-called pale. Okay, that's what's considered the five civilized tribes. Okay, the five civilized tribes. You feel me? So, um, so with that being said, the Iroquois Confederacy wasn't about us. The Iroquois Confederacy sold us out. All right. The tribes that were not recognized are the real thing. Okay, not the ones that sold out. All right. So that's just facts. All right. So you are absolutely correct. Let us go to, let me see, share this with y'all here for a second. Here we go. The 14th Amendment, as related to the tribal Indians, Section 1, subject to the jurisdiction thereof, and Section 2, excluding Indians not taxed. All right. American Indian culture and research. The phrase excluding Indians not taxed appears in both Article 1 and the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. This essay examines the phrases excluding Indians not taxed and subject to the jurisdiction of Section 1 and 2 of the 14th Amendment as they apply to Indians. This essay, through analysis of constitutional and legislative history, will demonstrate that the tribal Indians were purposely excluded from citizenship. All right. The drafters of the 14th Amendment clearly defined tribal Indians as Indians not taxed, as not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Okay. Not subjected to the jurisdiction of the United States. This essay delineates the jurisdictional links between taxation and citizenship and discusses how the courts have repeatedly misconstrued the pertinent phrases. Solid arguments will verify that acts which impose citizenship on all Indians, contrary to the 14th Amendment prohibition against tribal Indian citizenships, are unconstitutional. Finally, this essay substantiates that Indians not taxed was defined to mean that the tribal Indians are not taxable as long as they remain subject to what? The jurisdiction of their tribe in any degree, and hold tribal allegiance in any degree. Okay, what does that mean? It means that as long as you have your tribal affiliation in any degree, you were not supposed to be taxed. All right, they were not supposed to be taxed. You feel me? So with that being said, because they changed the identities of the American Indians, okay, to black, colored, African, they took them away from any allegiance or any affiliation to their tribal associations. You see how that work? So now, yes, they could tax the hell out of you. They could come take your land. They could do all of that because you are not standing in your proper self. Okay, you feel me? Okay, so with that being said, we have to realize the game that's being played. All right, now let us go talk about the um the doctrine of discovery. The doctrine of discovery, if you don't know what it is, I created a website, www.ipnan.org. There is a lot of information on the website. Okay, I put it in the link. A lot of information on the website. I will also put it on Facebook. Go check it out and go research all the information I put on there in regards to the doctrine of discovery, the paper bull, all of that is actually .org. I also put that on Facebook. All right. So here's the story with here's the story with the doctrine of discovery in 1493. Okay, the doctrine of discovery was introduced and authorized by these black devils from Europe. Yes, they were people of color that came into the Americas and took our land under the guise of Christendom. Yes, Christianity, Christendom. Okay, of Christianity, Christendom. All right, and through the doctrine of discovery, they gave themselves the right. All right. I'll answer that in a minute, Heru. Okay, they gave themselves the right to take the land of our ancestors and make us perpetual slaves. Now, Brother Heru asked, but how does not being part of a tribe make you not Indian? No, that's don't matter where you at, whether you are part of a tribe or not. You know what I'm saying? You are still an American Indian. It doesn't take away who we are. But I was just reading based on what they have in the codes. You see what I'm saying? So if you're actually from France, all right, and you come to the Americas and you're not part of a group from France, it doesn't change the fact you're still from France. All right. So as long as you're an aboriginal of the Americas, you are an Indian. Period. Okay. Period. So yes, that's a great question. So I just wanted to give the answer to that. So let us get back to the doctrine of discovery. So that's what the doctrine of discovery was for. Okay, it happened over 550 years ago. But what a lot of people don't know, and what the United States is not talking about, is the fact that on March 30th, 2023 of this year, the Pope Francis went to Canada, and he denounced, okay, he renounced the doctrine of discovery. What does that mean for us? You see, we are so distracted. That's why I tell people, man, sometimes it gets so frustrating. You see what I'm saying? It gets frustrating, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as that. But anyway, the point I'm making is the Pope renounced the doctrine of discovery. What does that mean for us? It means that we are no longer on paper, okay, whether it's through tangibles or intangibles, all right, we are no longer under the contract of servitude perpetually. Okay? Perpetually. We have been given our freedom, so to speak. All right? So now you have an opportunity to free yourself spiritually, soulfully, and physically from underneath the corporation. And they cannot do anything about it because why? They don't have any lawful or spiritual standing. Not that they had it anyway, because in 1823, they reneged on all treaties with our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? So by default, we don't owe them any obligations. But I'm talking about what the Pope did, because the Pope is the vicar and he has the highest authority literally worldwide when it comes to Christendom. Okay? In fact, all religions, to be quite frank. All right? So therefore, it was renounced. But the United States is not promoting it, even if Canada is promoting it, because that is significant. That is significant. Now let us go back even further. All right. In 2009, Obama became the president. All right. Obama became the president, and Obama was literally setting up the 7 year of what you call servitude, slavery. They put him in office to make you think that he's one of you, one of us, but he's not. Okay, he's not. So what happened was they gave you an illusion with somebody with the skin that looked just like yours to put you back, to set you back into servitude and slavery. Okay, because Obama was supposed to literally, one of the popes had came to wrote Obama a letter and let them know that the corporation have no more authority and jurisdiction over the people. And Obama was supposed to actually address the nation, but he didn't. What he turned around and did was he took away American Indian and said, hey, you know what? We are going to use Native American instead. But mind you, Native American is not an American Indian. We are the American Indians. But Obama came on live TV and made that statement and pushed us even further back. Okay? So it's a spiritual thing. So spiritually, again, our birthright was taken during the reign of Obama and solidifying that the Native Americans are the placeholders. All right. But guess what had to happen in 2017? 2017 was the year of the Jubilee. All right. What does that mean? The Jubilee, let me show you. I've already shown it to you, but I'm going to show you again what the etymology of Jubilee means. Let me go to Google and I'm going to show it to you right now. So so you'll be on the same page of what I'm talking about. Okay. Etymology of Jubilee. All right. So that Jubilee was supposed to be happening at the end of Obama's reign to the beginning of 2017. So let us read what Jubilee means. Jubilee, Old Testament sense, Jubilee, anniversary and rejoicing. Okay. The Jubilee year, originally an act, an adjective of the Jubilee. All right. It literally means, what does it say here? Jubilee, formerly a what? A trumpet, a ram's horn, literally a ram. The original Jubilee was a year of what? Emancipation of the slaves and restoration of lands. That's why you started hearing all the talk about reparations. But the reparations meant to repair. You feel me? And then after the repair, the repair process, then we are supposed to get the restoration of the land and redress. That's what was supposed to happen during Obama's reign. But no, Obama took us back and took away our sovereignty by replacing American Indian with Native Americans. All right. But then the trumpet had to be sounded. Guess what? Guess who became president in 2017? Donald Trump. Allegory for the trumpet. Okay. So the trumpet had to be sounded. And then that was the year of the Jubilee. Meaning that, okay, we were supposed to be emancipated from the slavery of the United States. And what? The restoration of our lands. But people did not get that. So you had all these Negroes, these American Indians don't know the American Indians fighting Trump. You see what I'm saying? So now we missed that opportunity. And now we are going into what's called another 7 year of farming. Because we missed it, the Jubilee. All right. Now, it is not too late. It is not too late. We are the God, so we could always rewrite, okay, our script. We could always rewrite that. You feel me? So, with that being said, okay, now Native Americans are not in the Constitution. They never were meant to be in the Constitution because they're not the American Indians. We are. There's a distinction between American Indian and Native Americans. Okay, and they know this. They are just placeholders. Okay, that's all it is, and that's facts. All right. So Heru said, so African descendants like Obama are our most lethal enemy over even the yes. A lot of those real African Americans, yeah, that's the Pan-Africans, they were put in place to that's part of what they were put in place to do, to take our birthright, to confuse the people. All right. So that's what's going on with the doctrine of discovery. That's what went on with Obama. Go look up Sapphire Jubilee of Elizabeth II. Sapphire, like the stone, Jubilee of Elizabeth II. All right. 2017, it was in 2017. So that was a jubilee, like I said, it was supposed to be for the restoration all over the world, okay, to the indigenous people to be relieved from slavery. But of course, they missed it, so it didn't happen. So what happened in 2023, this year of March 30th, the Pope, the Vatican got tired of all the bullshit and said, listen, man, I'm going to step up and I'm going to renounce this doctrine of discovery myself. Okay, so he did that. All right. Let me go ahead and see if I could pull this up for y'all real quick. The Pope renounced the doctrine of discovery. Okay. I'm going to show it to you again because, like I tell people, I like to show the facts of what I'm talking about. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Check this out. On Thursday, March 30th, 2023, the Vatican issued a statement repudiating the doctrine of discovery, a deeply problematic and racist framework used to justify Europe's colonial discovery of the New World. The Vatican statement renounces the mindset of cultural or racial superiority. Okay, so that was denounced. So what does that mean for us? It means that we do not owe any obligation to the United States, to be their slaves. All right. You have a right now. You have every opportunity. They have no jurisdiction, not even over us or even over our lands. All right. That's why I've been pushing. Let's unite. Let's come together, lineage. Let's come together. Let's do this. Let's step up. Trust me, other people will come. We don't have to wait for everybody. Let us set the foundation. Let us set the foundation. And the doctrine of discovery was all over the Americas. All right. So even where you are at, it doesn't matter where you are at in the Americas, you could still be that foundation. Let us start. That's all I'm just saying. Okay. Now, let me go to this form right here. Now, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just giving you information. This is not legal advice. Okay, this is not legal advice or nothing like that. I'm just giving y'all information. You do what you want with it. All right. I personally went down to the Social Security office and I updated my race and my ethnicity. Okay. And I put American Indian. Okay. That's what I did. All right. Just want y'all to know. I sent, documents to Homeland Security, Immigration Department, and I updated, let them know that I'm American Indian. All right. So that's already on the record. Now, let me show you this form. This form is SF 181 PDF. What does it say? U.S. Office of Personnel Management Guide to Personal Data Standards, Ethnicity and Race Identification. Please read the Privacy Act statement and instructions before completing the form. It says your first and last name, Social Security number, your birth and date of year. It says Privacy Act statement. Ethnicity and race information is requested under the authority of 42 U.S.C. Section 2000E-16 and in compliance with the Office of Management and Budget 1987 revisions to the standards for the classification of federal data on race and ethnicity. Providing this information is voluntary. Of course, they cannot force you to do anything. It's voluntary and has no impact on your employment status. But in the instance of missing information, your employing agency will attempt to identify your race and ethnicity by visual observation. And that's why I tell my people, we cannot allow the system to assume that we are black because we are not black. Because the moment they see you, they assume that you're black. So you are literally a dead man walking because black means dead in law. So leave it term with tooth. You feel me? So I tell my people, things are not happening to us because of the color of our skin. No, it is because of your status. All right. Obviously, you're not black. You just don't know who you are. You see what I'm saying? So it says this information is used as necessary to plan for equal employment opportunity throughout the federal government. It is also used by the U.S. Office of Personnel Management or employment agency maintaining the records to locate individuals who to for personal research or survey response and in production of summary, blah, 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 etc., etc. Social Security number is requested under the authority of the executive order 9397, which requires Social Security number be used for the purpose of uniform, orderly administration of personal records. Providing this information, of course, again, is voluntary, and failure to do so will have no effect on your employment status, period. Okay, because giving up your social is always voluntary. If Social Security is not provided, however, other agency sources may be used to obtain it. Okay, so if it's not provided, they letting you know that they could also use other agencies to find that as well. All right, specific instructions. The two questions below are designed to identify your ethnicity and race. Regardless of your answer, question one, go to question two. Question one, are you Hispanic or Latino, a person of Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South or Central American, or of the Spanish culture or origin, regardless of race? Now, just so you know, that entire category is Spaniard, European Spaniards. Okay, Puerto Ricans are European Spaniards, except for the Boniqua. The Boniqua are the original Taino, okay? But Puerto Rico, which means rich port, that is for Spaniards, all right? The Cubans, the Mexicans you see today, they are Spaniards. They are not the original Mexicans, all right? So that's a section designated for them, all right? Regardless of race, they are descendants of mixed Europeans, all right? With that between that 6 and that 7 ether here, okay? Number two question, please select the racial category or categories with which you must most closely identify by placing an X in the appropriate box. Check as many as applied. Okay, racial category, check as many as applied. The first one is American Indian, which is us. Okay, which is us. Now you see, now this is about, like I told y'all, making your declarations. All right, making your declarations. This is the first step. Now, this is not legal advice. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just giving you information. Do what you want with the information. It says a person having origins, which is us, we are the original people from the Americas and in the Americas, in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or a community attachment. Okay. Now it says and who, so that's additional, and who maintains. What we are doing now, talking about our culture, building our people, coming as a community, this is literally our tribal affiliation, because we are teaching about who we are and our culture. Hold on for a second. Let me close this window. Just, this vehicle out there in the backyard. All right. Now they have Asian, they have Black or African American. Black or African American, a person having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. Guess what? That is nothing. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't give specific countries. It just says what? A person having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. What is that? So you see what category they got so-called Black people. They are lost, and African Americans, literally in La La Land. Okay? African Americans and Black people are in La La Land. That's why they have no rights. That's why they are 3/5 of a human. They did not even specify. Now let me show you the difference here. Okay, when we go to question one, and it speaks of the Hispanic and Latino, they mention countries. Okay, Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South and Central America, or any other of the Spanish cultures, right? So they're talking about specific things. All right. When they talk about American Indian, they're talking about specific peoples, origin of a specific people. When they talk about Asian, what does it say? Person having origins in any of the original peoples of what? The Far East, the Southeast of Asia. They're giving specifics, or the Indian subcontinent, including, for example, they give examples: Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippines, the islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. Now, when it comes to the people who are actually dead in law, Black or African American, what does it say? A person having origins of the Black racial groups of Africa. What the hell does that mean? Do you know Black means pale? So if they're talking about North Africa, they're talking about pale people. That's who a Black or an African American is. But they trick our people, and they're too blind to see it. Okay, now let us look at a native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. It says a person having origins in any of the original peoples of what? Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, or the Pacific Islands. They are given specific. Let us go look at white. It says what? A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe and what? The Middle East, or what? North Africa. Okay, North Africa. Yes, so-called pale-skinned people. They are North Africans. But you see what happens when it comes to Black and African American? They just put them in La La Land. In any Black racial group. Like I said, my people perish for the lack of knowledge, man. Perish for the lack of knowledge. And like I said before, all I could do is just give you the information, and then you do what you want with it. There's nothing else I could do. All right? So with that being said, I hope that was some great information, I gave you. And, as always, this is for educational purposes only. This is time for us to declare who we are, okay, as a distinct people, as the American Indians. All right, it is time for us to step up and unite. We are not going to agree on everything. I don't expect that. All right, we are not going to see eye to eye on everything. But what's our overall goal? What's our end goal? What's our purpose? What's our mission? Our mission is to restore our birthright. Okay, and let us not allow ourselves to go into that 7 year of farming that's coming, because we refuse to step up as the original people of the land, because we missed the Jubilee during the reign of Trump. We missed it. Okay, that was supposed to be the restoration. That was supposed to be the redress. That was supposed to be the period of the reparation. And towards the end of the reparation, we get redress, which is the restoration of our lands. But we missed that. But then the Pope stepped in and said, nah, listen, that's enough. Enough is enough. So on March 30th, he renounced the doctrine of discovery. So therefore, the United States has no jurisdiction over us, period. Because they are under the guise of a religious organization, which is Christendom. That's why they have a Bible in every court. Our people were not Christians, but I'm not going to get into religion right now. Okay? I don't care what you call your God from that Bible. That had nothing to do with us. Okay? But with that being said, this is about the restoration of who we are as the original indigenous people of the land. So once again, I already gave you the information for the website to go check out information, www.ipnan.org. Also, don't forget to go ahead and check out, the website, for the clothing. All right. Because we got to go all the way, in making this declaration. Remember when the United States wanted their declaration, what they did, they had the Declaration of Independence, right? So with that being said, this is part of declaring who we are. All right. So let me just go ahead and show you this real quick. Check it out. Go ahead to myniche.com, support the clothing. All right. Everything here is about us. Everything is about us making our declaration. When we step out, there should not be any questions as to who we are. We are making our statement with our clothing. So go check it out. www.myniche.com. All right. So let's make this thing happen, man. All right. And you guys already got the email, mynicheunited@gmail.com. Send me an email and be part of us organizing. I already gave you guys the link for give me a second if I could pull that up. I already gave you guys the link for the Telegram group, but I'm gonna give it to you again just in case, because when we have Zoom meetings, it's like I said, it's a challenge to just be trying to reach out to everybody individually. You know what I'm saying? So at least if you're a part of the Telegram group, then you'll just see the post. All right. And I know everybody is a part of all these groups, but like I said, this group thing right here, it's not about talking about who we are and trying to prove who we are. Okay. Um, all right. So with that being said, let me see Telegram. So like I said, for me, I tell people I have no problem with people joining groups and talking about who we are. I'm cool with that. But I've been on this journey for over 20 years. So I've been doing all of that. So right now, for me, it is time to take action. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now in my growth. Okay. Where is this thing at? So let me go ahead and share this with y'all. This is the link for the Telegram. Okay. Go ahead and make sure that you join the Telegram group. Let me put it on Facebook as well. Because like I said, man, we got to make this thing happen, man. We got to make this thing happen. We don't have a choice. All right. We have to make it happen. Telegram link. All right. Where it's at? Boom. Telegram link. All right. Here we go. Copy that. All right. Copy link. And let me come back to the Facebook Live and post that here. Click the link, my brothers and sisters, and join the Telegram group. And once again, like I said, this is about taking action. This is not about talking about who we are and who we are. I'm tired of that. Okay, we already know who we are. It's time to make some things happen. Let us not miss, this jubilee, man. We still have some time. Okay, we still have some time because the jubilee actually supposed to end, I think, in 2024. All right, sometime in 2024 because it's supposed to be every 7 years. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Trump came out of office in 2021. So the jubilee was supposed to be from 2017 to 2021, actually. So we're still on the cusp, of what we call the farming. Okay, that's why that's why in 2019 they had to come with what, and then they're trying to come out with another one right now that's supposed to be a little more deadly, and because all what they're trying to do is prevent us from stepping up to be who we are. All right, so we got to step up and make this thing happen. All right, lineage. I love y'all. You guys have a great continuation. Happy sunrest. Let's continue to love each other. Let us be our brothers and sisters keeper. That's what it is. Like I said before, we may not agree on everything, but what is the overall picture here? What is the overall goal? The overall goal is for us to step up as the original people so we could set back some balance on our land. You feel me? And that's what it is. Okay? So I love y'all, and we will talk soon. All right? Take care. You have all the pertinent information to be a part of what we are doing. Let us organize and step up. It is time. Okay? It is time. You feel me? It is time. You are free. You are free. Like literally, you are free. Okay? The doctrine of discovery is lifted. That gave them every authority, even if it was immoral, even if it was unjust, it was unlawful, yes, but they made it legal. But right now, they have no authority because they're still run and governed by the Vatican. And if the Pope say, listen, slavery is over because I renounce the doctrine of discovery, then that's what it is. So that's how much power we have right now. So let us not allow this opportunity to escape us. You feel me? This is a golden opportunity. And let us not get caught up with the distractions. We got to protect our children, our elders, and ourselves. Let us stop fighting amongst each other. And that's all I got for you right now.